Auto Body and Frame Shop. Everybody a very safe and happy 1997. JL's Auto Body and Frame Shop, which is the JL's Auto Body and Frame Shop is located at 23 West, across from Cars and Fond du Lac. Another participating community-minded sponsor. JL's Auto Body and Frame Shop. They bring you tonight. Well, Greg, as we said, Fond du Lac 4-1 in the FBA. Appleton North just 1-4, but this place does not have very good numbers. They had a very difficult loss last season.
Well, they did. They're going to have a little bit of revenge on their minds tonight. The Cardinals hoping for a big victory over the Lightning tonight, and the Cardinals have really stepped it up a notch offensively. Drew Diener, of course, is going to score his points. He's averaging 19 points a game. That's third in the Fox Valley Association. But getting help inside from Casey Jekyll and Andy Rose, who have really come on in the last 2 or 3 games. Jekyll, after that 23-point performance against Appleton East, is the second leading scorer on this Cardinal squad, had a 13.4 clip per game. And Andy Rose right in there at 13.2 points per game, tied for 10th in the Fox Valley Association in scoring.
All right, well, wow, it's the Packers and the Niners, Greg, at Lambeau Field. What's your call on that football?
We were talking about it on the way up. It's going to be a very close ball game. Hope that the Packers pull it out. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, Tom. 17-14 Pack.
Oh, it'll be interesting. I hope you're right. We're just about set for the JL's Auto Body and Frame Shop opening tip-off. Fondy on the road against Appleton North. All set to step back in and call the first quarter. Once again, here's Greg Stenson.
Thanks, Tom. Brian Bauer, 6'5" senior, jumping it up at center circle against Andy Rose for the Cardinals, a 6'5" junior, tip controlled by Fond du Lac. Moving from left to right across your radio dial. Drew Diener with a three-pointer from the left wing. Spins in and out, no good. Hippus pulls down the rebound for the Lightning. Into the front court, Wunderlich with the basketball. Top of the key for Nick Day. Right-hand side for Maves. Ball high over his head, dribbles once to the top of the key, leaves it for Day on the left wing, and now the Lightning swing it around the horn to Wunderlich on the right wing. Hippus posts up high, left-hand side for Day. With the basketball, takes a couple of dribbles. Maves now dribbles down low to the corner on the right-hand side. Back to Day out top. Just the start of things here from Appleton North High School. Free throw line jump shot on the way by Hippus. Good. And the Lightning strike first, 2-0 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. Casey Jekyll with the rock on the right-hand side, right below us. Dribbles to the free throw line, leaves it for Drew Diener. 13-footer, baseline right-hand side is good. Drew Diener with the bucket to tie the score at 2. Maves with a basketball, free throw line extended left-hand side to Day. Day with the basketball on the left wing, guarded there by Andy Rose. Free throw line for Bauer, who posts up high on the left-hand side. Now Hippus with the basketball, left-hand side to Wunderlich, drives baseline around Drew Diener, gets the layup off the glass and in, and the Lightning have the lead 4-2.
If Fond du Lac has had any weaknesses this year, Greg, it's defensively, and that's been letting teams beat them to the baseline. That time, Day made a nice baseline move, beat his defender, and they lead 4-2.
Casey Jekyll, top of the key for Fond du Lac, looking inside, nothing there. Back to Drew Diener at the top of the silo, guarded by Hippus. Left-hand side for Andy Rose. Cardinals spread things out. Drew Diener between the circles. Top of the key jump shot for 3. Back of the rim, no good. Long rebound pulled down by Andy Moline. Moline in the left corner brings it back out top for Corey Higgins. Drives the lane left-hand side all the way. Misses the layup. Tipped up by Rose. No good. Coming down with the rebound is Nick Day, and then Andy Rose ties him up down low and is whistled for the foul. Got his arms locked together, and the foul was called against Andy Rose. Both Rose and Day came down hard.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful penetration move by Higgins. He went down the lane and beat the defenders left-hand side, but he couldn't put it up. Rose had one layup opportunity. He couldn't put it in, and then finally the foul on Fond du Lac.
Maves, beautiful jump pass down low for Hippus, but he walks with the basketball, so the lay-in won't count. Cardinals will get the basketball on the first Appleton North turnover with 5:40 to play in the opening quarter. Cardinals trailing in the early going on your Mike's Music scoreboard, 4-2. Corey Higgins across the timeline, left-hand side for Andy Moline, now between the circles to Casey Jekyll. Leaves it for Corey Higgins on the left-hand side, loses his dribble between the circles near the midcourt stripe to Andy Rose. Right-hand side, Casey Jekyll. Baseline jump shot from 7 is good. Casey Jekyll starts where he left off in the last basketball game with a jump shot baseline right-hand side to tie the score at 4. Maves, bounce pass right-hand side, Day. Top of the key to Hippus. They swing it around on the left-hand side to Wunderlich. Free throw line jump shot on the way for Maves. In and out, no good. Moline muscles down the rebound for the Cardinals in the outlet pass to Corey Higgins. Into the front court. Higgins nearly gets the ball stolen away. Bounce pass left baseline to Jekyll. Dishes off on the no-look pass to Diener. Gets it tipped away momentarily. Top of the key, Higgins. Three-pointer on the way. Front of the ring, backboard, no good. Wunderlich climbs high for the rebound. Long pass down court for Day. On the baseline, left-hand side against Higgins. Day with a bounce pass out top for Maves. Free throw line for Bauer, and he dishes back out top for Nick Day. Day with a basketball high over his head. Free throw line for Bauer. Bauer in the corner, right-hand side for Maves. Baseline pass to Day. Turnaround 5-footer. Back of the rim, no good. Higgins in the land of the trees pulls down the rebound. Coast to coast. Dishes off on the behind-the-back bounce pass to Drew Diener. Misses the shot underneath. Falling backward. Diener high off the glass and in from just outside about 7 or 8 feet. Somehow the ball went down and the Cardinals lead 6-4.
That was excellent second effort by Drew Diener. Got the rebound, and as he was falling away, he put it up high off the glass and it went in.
Here's a bounce pass down low to Bauer. Beautiful pass from Hippus to Bauer, and he gets the easy layup to tie the score at 6. 3:42 left to play in the opening quarter. Higgins will walk the ball up across the midcourt stripe, met there by Wunderlich. Right-hand side for Drew Diener, about 22 feet out. Top of the key now for Casey Jekyll. Jekyll looking inside, leaves it for Andy Rose. Right-hand side to Corey Higgins. Higgins, playmaking point guard for the Cardinals, lobs it down low for Moline. Quickly back to Jekyll at the free throw line. Jump shot on the way is good. Casey Jekyll with a bucket. Cardinals up 8-6. Jekyll's got 4.
Andy Moline made that play. He got a lob pass inside from Higgins, and it was nearly stolen, but Mal with an excellent play jumped over everybody to get it and got it right back out on top.
Bauer with a bounce pass inside to 3 Cardinals. Drew Diener gets the steal down at the other end. Free throw line jump shot no good. Follows up the missed shot, puts it up again, draws the foul, and Drew will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, but again, Drew Diener, excellent job. Good fundamentals of following up the shot.
Yeah, Fond du Lac doing a nice job rebounding so far in the first quarter. They've got 3 defensive rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, so they followed up on the shot loop. Drew missed a short shot, followed up, got his rebound, put it back up. It was no good, but it was a foul on the play. Adam Wunderlich commits the first personal and first team foul against Appleton North. Very clean basketball game. 2:54 remaining in the opening quarter. 8-6, Fond du Lac with a 2-point lead. Trying to add to that right here is Drew Diener.
First free throw by Drew is good. 9-6 Cardinals by 3. Drew will have one more. You talk about the size advantage inside and the 3 offensive rebounds for the Cardinals. So far, the Cardinals have held Appleton North to no offensive rebounds. North's both of their rebounds coming on the defensive end. Diener makes both free throws. 10-6 Cardinals by 4. Maves in the corner, stolen away by Schrum, and then he steps on the sideline, but good job by Danny Schrum leaping to try to intercept that pass.
Well, defensively in the first quarter, Fond du Lac has forced 2 turnovers, and the Redbirds have yet to turn the basketball over, so Fond du Lac really taking care of the rock here early on in this basketball game.
Schrum is the first substitution for Fond du Lac, replacing Andy Moline, who has a rest on the Cardinal bench. 2.5 minutes left to play in the opening quarter. Fondy up by 4. Cross-court pass to Wunderlich on the left wing. Drew Diener's on him. Bounce pass to Maves, cutting down the lane, left-hand side. Gets the layup. And the Cardinal lead cut to 2 at 10-8.
That was a very nice move by Maves off the high pick near the top of the key. He made a sharp cut down the lane. He was wide open. They got him the basketball. It's 10-8 now, Fondy by 2.
Schrum right below us on the right wing. Free throw line to Higgins. Dishes back to Drew. 22-footer, left wing on the way. Off the back of the rim, long rebound. Drew Diener saves it to Andy Rose. Good hustle by Drew. His third offensive rebound of this first quarter. Drew in the corner, left-hand side. Now the Cardinals swing it around to the top of the key to Dan Schrum. Takes one dribble, looks inside, guarded by Wyenberg, who's checked into the lineup, tries to get the ball down low, tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Cardinals. Turnover number 1 for Fond du Lac. North gets the basketball in backcourt. 1:48 left to play opening quarter. On your Mike's Music scoreboard, good start to this basketball game. 10-8 Cardinals by 2. Wyenberg to Bauer at the free throw line. Leaves it for Wunderlich inside the lane, double teamed, in trouble, gets it back to Wyenberg inside the paint, leaves it for Bauer at the free throw line. Now right-hand side, Appleton North trying to get the ball inside, not having much success. Wunderlich with a bounce pass cross court to Maves. Leans in from 14, back of the rim, no good. Casey Jekyll climbs the golden ladder for the rebound. Outlet pass into the front court. Drew Diener with a basketball. Dribbles between his legs, loses control, and it's stolen away by Wunderlich. 2-on-2 break. Bounce pass to Maves down low. Long on the layup. Offensive rebound tipped up once, no good. Tipped up a third time by Wyenberg. And Appleton North has tied this ball game at 10 with 52 seconds left to play in the quarter.
Well, we talked about Fond du Lac with second and third opportunities. That time the Lightning got 3 opportunities, and finally on the third time they put it down.
Andy Rose with a good strong move around Brouwer on the baseline. Right-hand side, goes up for the shot and draws the foul. Andy Rose goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Mike Koenigs checks into the Cardinal lineup, replacing Corey Higgins. 45 seconds left to go first quarter. Andy Rose at the free throw line to shoot 2. Boy, what a Andy Rose has been this season, Tom. 13.2 points per game.
He really has come of age, and keep in mind this Fond du Lac team, Greg, very young. Higgins, I believe the only senior starter. They got Drew Diener, he's a junior, he's coming back. Rose is a junior, he's coming back. Also for Fond du Lac, well, Danny Schrum is a senior, but Cardinals with a plenty of young talent. Mike Koenig's out there right now, he's a junior, he'll be back next year. So not only is Fond du Lac very tough this year, Casey Jekyll, also a junior, so the Cardinals looking good again for the next couple of seasons.
First free throw by Rose is good. The second is good. 12-10, Cardinals by 2. North inbounds in backcourt. The Cardinals drop back into defense. It's Koenigs, Moline, Drew Diener, Andy Rose, and Danny Schrum for Fond du Lac. With the basketball, Wunderlich on the left wing, 33 seconds and counting. Now Maves near the midcourt stripe. North may be playing for the final shot of the quarter. Down to 25 seconds and counting. Wyenberg on the right wing, about 25 feet out as he backs it up between the circles to Wunderlich. Back to Maves. He looks up at the clock with 19 seconds. North apparently playing for the final shot of the quarter. Cardinals lead by a deuce, 12-10. We're down to 10 seconds left to play. Here's Wunderlich on the left-hand side. Maves top of the key for 3. It's on the way. It's good. With 3 seconds left to play, and the Cardinals, Koenigs will get the shot up at the buzzer, but it's no good from half court. 1 quarter in the books. The three-pointer by Maves gives Appleton North the lead. After 1 on your Mike's Music scoreboard, it's the Lightning 13, Fond du Lac Cardinals 12. Back with second quarter action after this 1-minute timeout. 13-12 as the Lightning really play for that final shot, set up the play they want. Maves gets the jump shot from the top of the key. 13-12 Lightning to take us through the rest of the first half. Tom Biolo. Tom.
All right, Greg. Appleton North gets the basketball to start the second quarter and a 1-point lead. Gus Maves with it right-hand side into the corner to Nick Day for a three. Long rebound, no good. Drew Diener. Here comes Fondy, 2-on-1. Drew tried to go cross course with a bounce pass, but it was kicked by Appleton North. Moline was rambling down the lane, and the pass was kicked, and Fond du Lac will have it out of bounds. 7:42 left, first half, 13-12, North with a 1-point lead. Fondy with a rock offensively, left to right on your sundial. With the basketball for Fond du Lac, that's Danny Schrum, left-hand side to Andy Moline, about 22 feet out. Back to the top of the silo now, that's Rose, left-hand side to Drew Diener. Drew on the free throw line extended, into the lane, turnaround jump shot, rolls around, no good. Andy Moline with an offensive rebound, and Mal puts it up and in. Two opportunities there for Fond du Lac. Moline gets his first two of the night, and the Cardinals have a 1-point lead, 14-13. Seesaw job here early on tonight in this basketball game. Fond du Lac leads by 1. Maves with a basketball for Appleton North. Drives to about 5 feet away. Has it stolen away by Andy Rose. Turnover number 3 against Appleton North. Here comes Diener. Forecourt inside to Moline. Short shot, no good. Rebound, Appleton North. They come away with it. Scott Dario, who just checked into the game, gets the rebound for the Lightning. Into the lane now. Adam Wunderlich drives all the way down. No good on the shot. Rebound battled for. Gets Appleton North bounced. They've got the basketball, and then a foul inside is going to be called on Andy Rose. They had an opportunity there, Greg. Then the ball went to the floor, scrambled for the basketball, went right to Appleton North. They got it inside, and then the Cardinals commit the foul.
North took it down low, and Andy Rose with a beautiful block of the shot. Looked like the Cardinals were going to get the rebound, but Appleton North, hustling after the basketball, got another opportunity.
So the Cardinals will play defense against Appleton North. 14-13 Fondy. 6.5 minutes left in the first half on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Top of the silo, left-hand side, that's Nick Day. He goes to the right now and back to the free throw line to Brian Brower. Brower gives it right back to Maves. Top of the silo now, right-hand side to within about 17 feet. Back to the left-hand side. Now they swing to Nick Day. Inside, Joe Hippis turnaround shot, no good. And then from behind, a rebounding foul is going to be called on Appleton North. They call it on Brian Brower. And so Fond du Lac will have the basketball in the backcourt. And we'll bring it up with 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining, and the Cardinals holding on to that 1-point lead, 14-13.
12 rebounds to this point for the Cardinals. 6 offensive, 6 defensive.
So a good effort by Fondy pulling the basketball. Higgins with it, free throw line, left-hand side into the corner to Schrum. Schrum, nothing there, goes back to Drew, into the lane, dishes off to Moline, back to the top of the right-hand side to Higgins. They swing now. Drew left-hand side, lob pass over the defense to Jekyll. About a 16-footer, rims around, no good. And then a foul is going to be called on Andy Moline inside, trying to tip that basketball backwards. Boy, that shot almost went down for Jekyll, but wouldn't go in. And then a foul on Moline on the rebound, and the Lightning get it back with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half, and Fondy clinging to a 1-point lead, 14-13 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. The Lightning right to left on your sundial. They work it inside for an easy left-handed shot by Brian Brower. And now the Lightning have a 1-point lead, 15-14. Again, as we said, seesaw job here tonight in Appleton. 5 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. We're still in the second quarter on your Mike's Music scoreboard. 15-14 Appleton North. Fondy, Schrum, down the lane. He'll lay it up and in. Nice job by Danny Schrum, slicing through the defense to lay it up off the window with his right hand.
Sometimes when you're not shooting very well from the field, you need a couple of layups to get up track. Cardinals only 6 of 19 from the field in this first half.
North with a basketball, left-hand side, that's Nick Day to the free throw line. Brian Brower, he goes cross court to Maves. Maves drives baseline, tries to get inside. Good defense there by Fond du Lac, so he throws it all the way back outside. Back into the corner on the left to Gus Maves. He goes back to the top to Adam Wunderlich. Working it inside, Joe Hippis. Oh, nice cross-court pass, and an easy lay-in is blown by Brian Brower. Here comes Fond du Lac. Higgins is going to drive down the lane, and then at the free throw line, a foul is going to be called on the Lightning, but a golden opportunity for Appleton North goes by the board. Brower blows the bunny.
One thing I've been impressed with as far as Appleton North is concerned in this first half, Tom, they are a team that has been passing the ball very well, especially with players cutting to the hoop. The bounce passes down low. That should have been a bucket for North. It was just a missed layup.
Fondy with a basketball. That was the 4th team foul on Appleton North here with 4.5 left in the first half. Fond du Lac thus far with 3 team fouls. Drew Diener now, a 17-footer right-hand side, no good. Danny Schrum with a rebound. His second opportunity is no good. A third chance for Schrum, and he put it up and in. There's an injured player, Gus Maves, but 3 opportunities once again that time for the Cardinals. Dan Schrum got 2 of them. Again, a couple of offensive pulls for the Redbird. Credit Danny Schrum, never giving up inside and finally getting the hoop.
9 offensive rebounds in this first half for Fond du Lac. They are really crashing the boards, following up the missed shots, doing what they have to do to go after the basketball, just out hustling the Lightning to the hoop and to the basketball, getting excellent position. One of the Lightning players is injured.
That's Gus Maves, and he's still down. 4:12 left in the first half, 18-50. Back at Appleton North, Gus Maves is on the end of the bench. They're checking his right ankle. Hopefully nothing serious. He's a good basketball player. You'd like to see him in the ball game for Appleton North. They come back with Ryan Brown, who replaces Maves. Brown's got it. Yo-yos up the sideline, nearly loses the basketball, but gets it to Nick Day. Nick Day goes to near half court and then gets it into the corner of the right-hand side to Brown. Brown down the lane. Adam Wunderlich thought about the shot, got trapped in the corner on the right-hand side. North swings left-hand side, now free throw line extended. They get it to Kyle Butt, his long jump shot is no good. And then on the rebound, a foul is called on Appleton North. Nick Day commits the foul. Kyle Butt, 6'4" junior. He's the guy that took that shot. It was no good, and then a foul was called on Nick Day.
Well, the Cardinals have been struggling offensively. They're not shooting very well from the field. They've made only 3 field goals in this second quarter. But where the Cardinals are dominating right now is in the rebound category. 17-7, the Cardinals have out-rebounded the Lightning in the first half.
Fondy with a basketball, and the Cardinals in the corner. Andy Moline got kind of a quick pass from Drew Diener, couldn't hang on to it. 3rd turnover on the Redbirds. And with 3:29 left here in the second quarter, Fond du Lac holds on to a 3-point lead, 18-15 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Day with a basketball, half court. Now they get it into the forecourt to Wunderlich. He passes baseline to Joe Hippus. His off-balance shot is no good. Ryan Brown, however, pulls the rebound away for North to the free throw line. Left-hand side, now that's Wunderlich with it. Cross court to Nick Day on the right. Day back to the top of the silo to Ryan Brown. They swing on the left-hand side. Baseline drive by Wunderlich. Gets down to the lane, then goes back into the corner to Ryan Brown. Back on top, that's Kyle Butt with the basketball. Gets it inside to Ryan Brown. His shot is good, and a foul is called inside on the Redbirds. They call it on number 21, Drew Diener. So Appleton North will have an opportunity to tie this basketball game.
Gus Maves right now going to the locker room. They were checking his ankle. They had his shoe off, and they were looking right at his ankle. Appeared that he turned his ankle, but he was able to run into the locker room, Tom. So hopefully it's nothing serious. Whenever you turn your ankle like that, you are concerned about a sprain or maybe a ligament pull.
And the free throw is made by Ryan Brown.
But he was running off the court, so hopefully maybe just tape up his ankle and he'll be back maybe even before the end of the first half.
Thank you, Dr. Stensland. As play resumes, the Lightning get the the Cardinals get it into the forecourt, and a foul is called on Appleton North. So with the score tied 18 apiece, 2:46 left here in the first half, Fondy will get it out of bounds, and Appleton North now with 6 team fouls. The next foul on the Lightning will result in a Fond du Lac bonus situation. Cardinals with it in the forecourt. Drew Diener, Disney World, right-hand side, now the top of the silo. Drew keeps his dribble, goes into the corner to Schrum on the left. Danny, a couple of dribbles, back on top to Higgins. Higgins looking inside, goes cross-court to Drew Diener. His shot is blocked from behind, but a foul is going to be called on Ryan Brown. You could see that play develop, Greg. Higgins had it on the top of the key left-hand side. Drew made a nice cut on the right-hand side. Higgins fed him the basketball. Drew was fouled on the way in, so Drew Diener will have 2 opportunities.
Good job by Corey Higgins lobbing the basketball down low, and Drew Diener almost made the shot, but he was hammered from behind and from the side.
Drew goes to the free throw line. The first is good. 19-18, Fondy with a 1-point lead. Drew's second opportunity, good. 20-18, Fondy by 2. Now some token pressure by Fondy, a little token trap in the backcourt. North breaks it easily. Forecourt, Joe Hippis. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Danny Schrum. Outlet pass to Magnum PI. Here comes Higgins. Top of the silo, right-hand side. Now they go on the left to Schrum. Schrum to Jekyll. Lobs it inside to Drew Diener. His shot is good! And a foul is called inside on Ryan Brown. The shot hung up on the rim momentarily and fell through for Drew. Nice offense that time by Fondy. It was Higgins to Jekyll to Drew Diener down the lane, and he put it up and in, and Drew was fouled on the play.
Very similar play, just like the last time when Drew was on the right-hand side and went inside for the lob. This time it was on the left baseline. Drew got beyond the Appleton North defender, put it up, bounced around the back of the rim and dropped through, and he was fouled.
Drew's free throw is good. It's 23-18. Fond du Lac with 2:02 left in the first half on your Mike's Music scoreboard. 11 points on the evening for Drew Diener. Full court pressure now results in an Appleton North shot on the way, no good. It was a lay-in by Joe Hippis that was no good. He got some pretty good pressure by one of the Cardinals getting back. It looked like it was going to be an easy lay-in. Good hustling transition defense by Fond du Lac to knock it out of bounds, so Appleton North will have it on the baseline. Didn't see who it was that got back quickly and blocked that shot out of bounds for Fond du Lac. North with the rock. Right-hand side, that's Hippis. Hippis goes back to the half-court circle nearly to Nick Day. He dribbles to the silo. Now right-hand side, Day stops inside for Hippis. Back out on the right-hand side to Day as they swing on the perimeter now back to the silo on the left-hand side to Adam Wunderlich. Wunderlich, couple of dribbles, cross-court, right-hand side to Day. Into the lane to Joe Hippis. He backs out on top. Long jump shot for Wunderlich, no good. Casey Jekyll with a pull for Fond du Lac. Here comes Higgins, running forecourt, right-hand side, tried to get it to Casey Jekyll. The pass went out of bounds, the fourth turnover on Fond du Lac, and North gets it with 1:14 left, trailing 23-18 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. And the Cardinals will apply full court pressure. Well, they're going to give that basketball to Fond du Lac. I'm sorry. Apparently it was tipped out of bounds by Appleton North. And Gus Maves has quickly come back into this basketball game. He just came out of the locker room with his right ankle taped, and Maves is back in. So got to give credit to the PhD, Stensland. He was absolutely correct. Cardinals with an inbounds play. Quick pass inside to Schrum, and he gets the lay-in off the glass. 25-18. Nice inbounds for Fond du Lac. Schrum, the beneficiary of a nice pass, I believe, by Drew Diener, and the Cardinals get the lead now, 7 points. Under 1 minute, 55 seconds left here in the first half. North with a basketball. That's Wunderlich. Cross-court left-hand side to Nick Day. Cross-court pass inside, shot by Maves. In and out, boomerang rim, no good. Cardinals, Dan Schrum with a rebound. Outlet pass to Jekyll. Baseline, 15-footer, nylon music for KC and the Sunshine Band. 27-18 Fond du Lac.
Cardinals have hit their last 4 shots from the field to open up their biggest lead of the ball game, 9 points.
Fondy playing defense now. Both teams have gone man-to-man all night long. Short shot on the way, no good, and a foul is going to be called on Kyle Butt. I believe after he missed the shot, Butt went for the rebound and fouled one of the Redbirds. And so Fond du Lac now will come to the other end and shoot the bonus situation. We got 22 seconds left in the first half. Cardinals stretching their lead now to 27-18. Substitution, the freshman Dallas Diener checks into the Redbird lineup along with Mike Koenigs and Drew Diener. And Moline come out for Fond du Lac. So right now it's Dallas Diener, Mike Koenigs, and at the free throw line, Jekyll, and his shot is no good, and the rebound tip.
Free throw line for the Cardinals, they are 7 of 8. Fond du Lac has out-rebounded Appleton North in this first half, 20-7, 9 of those offensive rebounds.
15 seconds left, full court pressure applied by Fond du Lac. Koenigs against Maves in the backcourt. Maves gets it around behind his back to the top of the key. Right-hand side now, Maves still dribbling to the left. They go on the perimeter. Long jump shot by Wunderlich off the glass. Did he call that one? It doesn't matter. A off-balance shot that went off the glass and went in. It draws Appleton North back to within 6 at the break. Halftime score on your Mike's Music scoreboard. The Fond du Lac Goodrich High Cardinals 27, the Appleton North High Lightning 21. Greg and I and the Cop will be back with halftime festivities.
Fond du Lac is leading at halftime. The Fond du Lac Cardinal JV team lost this evening on a close game. I believe it was 56-52. Cardinals, the tough JV loss this evening. And the halftime of this basketball game, it's Appleton North trailing Fond du Lac on the Mike's Music scoreboard, 27.
We are just about set for the start of the third quarter. And a reminder, our first break of the third quarter will give you the answer and hopefully the winner of the halftime trivia. We're set to start the third quarter. Cardinals lead it by 6. All set to step back in and call it for you. Here's Luft.
Okay, Tom, 27-21. Cardinals will be inbounding on the far side of the midcourt stripe. Drew Diener will do the honors. Inbounds to Corey Higgins, and the third quarter's underway. Higgins in the back court now, will bring it up, walk it across the timeline, and the Cardinals moving from right to left across your sundial to start this second half. Andy Rose down low for Drew Diener. He was fouled before the shot went off the glass and in, and so the Cardinals will inbound on the baseline underneath their own basket. Drew Diener will do the inbounding for Fond du Lac. Just the start of the second half. An exciting basketball game here from Appleton North. Inbound pass to Andy Rose. 17-footer from the right wing is good. Rose with a bucket. He's got 4 points tonight. Cardinals extend their lead to 8, 29-21. Maves with a basketball. Free throw line. Bauer. Jump shot on the way. No good. Moline climbs high to clear the boards for the Cardinals. Ahead to Higgins. Free throw line. Down the lane. All the way. Dishes off. Ball tipped from behind and stolen by Appleton North. 5th Cardinal turnover. Maves down low, lays it up, no good. Draws the foul. I believe Maves will be going to the free throw line to shoot 2.
On that particular trip offensively, the Cardinals turned it over for the 5th time tonight. Then Appleton North did a nice job in transition. They got the uneven rush. They had a 2-on-1. They got it off to Maves on the right-hand side. He was fouled from behind. 3rd personal foul on Andy Rose. He immediately checks out of the lineup, and Schrum will check back into Fond du Lac. 29-21 Fondy, but big foul right there, number 3 on Andy Rose.
Gus Maves at the free throw line, and the first free throw is good. He'll have one more opportunity. Takes a couple of rhythm dribbles, eyes the bucket. Second free throw, back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound by Hippis to keep the ball alive for the Lightning. Wunderlich, cross-court pass to Day. Dribbles to the free throw line. Jump pass on the baseline to Hippis. Tries to force the ball inside to Bauer. Stolen away by Moline. Quickly ahead to Schrum. Fast break bucket is good. Cardinals up by 9, 31-22 on your Mike's Music scoreboard.
Andy Moline with a defensive steal for Fond du Lac.
Bounce pass from Wunderlich down low for Bauer, and he leads him a little too much. 5 Appleton North turnovers. Cardinals get the basketball in backcourt, leading by 9 with 6:50 left to play in the third quarter. Cardinals with an opportunity to get their biggest lead of the ball game if they score this time down the court. Drew Diener will be inbounding in backcourt, and the referee came over to the scorer's table for a moment. I'm not sure what he was discussing, but the Cardinals inbound. The clock starts. 6:40 left to play in the third quarter. Corey Higgins at the top of the key, drives baseline, left-hand side, reverse layup. It's short. Rebound pulled down by Maves. Into the front court, Gus Maves leaves it on the right-hand side for Day. Free throw line, Bauer. Guarded by Jekyll. Nearly gets it stolen away by Drew Diener. Back out top between the circles for Maves to Day on the right wing, about 20 feet out. Nick Day with a basketball, guarded by Schrum. Feeds it to Maves, cutting down the lane, right-hand side. Fadeaway 13-footer from the right baseline is good. Gus Maves with the bucket, 31-24. Maves has got 8 points tonight to lead the North Lightning in scoring.
Well, North is just kind of hanging in there, Greg, midway through this basketball game. Just a 7-point lead for Fond du Lac.
Drew Diener, turnaround 8-footer, no good. Dan Schrum with the offensive rebound and puts it off the glass and in from the left-hand side. Schrum's got 8. 33-24, Cardinals by 9. Day with the basketball to Maves, right-hand side, takes it inside the paint, off the glass and in from 5. Gus Maves in double figures with 10. 33-26, the Lightning won't go away. Mike Koenigs will check in at the next break for the Cardinals. 5:25 left to play, third quarter. Drew Diener on the left wing, 17-footer on the way, in and out, no good. Day pulls down the rebound, quick outlet pass into the front court to Maves. Cross court to Wunderlich on the baseline left-hand side. Dribbles with his left hand, now leaves it at the free throw line for Bauer. One dribble, jump pass to Wunderlich right below us on the baseline. Right-hand side, Drew Diener gets a hand in his face. Cross court pass for Day on the left baseline, and Dan Schrum's on him. Free throw line, turnaround jump shot from 15 feet by Hippis is long. Schrum clears the boards for the Cardinals. Quick pass down court, stolen away as Day steps in front of the long pass intended for Andy Moline to pick it off for the Lightning. 6 turnovers for the Cardinals, and the Fond du Lac Cardinals steal it as Schrum steps in front of a cross-court pass to pick it off for Fondy. Now the Cardinals in the front court leading 33-26 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Under 4.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Free throw line with the basketball, Casey Jekyll dribbles down low to the left baseline, back out top. The Cardinals swing it around the horn to Danny Schrum on the right-hand side. Free throw line extended, right-hand side to Casey Jekyll, back to Schrum on the right baseline. Schrum, ball high over his head. Now the Cardinals swing the ball around the horn to Higgins. Lobs a pass down low for Diener. Tipped from behind by Bauer. Baseball court, length of the court pass to Gus Maves, and he lays it up and in. And Dick Diener wants a timeout. 3:53 left to play, third quarter on your Mike's Music scoreboard. It's Fond du Lac, Goodrich High 33, Appleton North 28. We're back in 1 minute.
Did we get a winner, Todd? Yep. Mickey Sen, that a boy. Gotcha, thank you. Bring it back after this, please. Bring her back after this so we can talk about it.
Back at Appleton North, Tom and Greg along with the COP WFDL Sports. Well, the halftime trivia winner, the wonderful Mick Sen. Mick Sen. Mickey, the Mixter. Mikey Sen, the winner. He correctly guessed Pete Johnson, John Havey, Bill Niels, Ed Saberlich, Dennis Sullivan, and Billy Smith. Those were the 6 big players for Fond du Lac in 1973. Congratulations to the Mixter, Mick Sen of 15th Street in Fond du Lac, tonight's halftime trivia winner. And Mick will forfeit his prizes back to me. Thank you.
Cardinals with the basketball following the timeout. Drew Diener, baseline jump shot from 17, back of the rim, no good. Koenigs with the offensive rebound, jump hook inside the paint, off the glass and in. 35-28, good job by Mike Koenigs getting the offensive rebound. And now a traveling violation as Wunderlich runs into his own player Bauer at half court and turns the ball over. 7 turnovers for the Lightning. Cardinals with a 7-point lead and 3:20 left to go in the quarter get the basketball back.
Well, for both teams, this is a crucial time. It looks as if Fond du Lac is ready to stretch its lead.
And just like that, Casey Jekyll with a reverse layup to give the Cardinals a 9-point lead once again at 37-28. Beautiful move by Casey Jekyll. Right-hand side, Wunderlich right below us, guarded by Drew Diener. Wunderlich takes one dribble, feeds it back out top for Day. They quickly get the ball down low to Bauer, lays it off the glass and in from the left-hand side. 37-30, North back to within 7.
I'll tell you one thing, Appleton North does not look like a 1-6 ball club, especially here tonight. They're doing a nice job hanging close to a very good Goodrich team.
Jekyll with the basketball, top of the key, three-pointer on the way for Drew, in and out, no good. Rebound to Bauer. Outlet pass to Day, brings it into the front court. Bounce pass down low for Bauer, off the glass and in with his left hand, again from the left-hand side. Bauer with back-to-back buckets pulls North to within 5, and Appleton North has been red hot in this third quarter.
Yeah, 5 of their last 6 shots have gone in for the Lightning, and they're back to within 5, 37-32.
2 minutes left to play, third quarter of action. Cardinals with the basketball. Schrum at the top of the key, right baseline, 17-footer for Casey and the Sunshine Band. Casey Jekyll with the bucket. Cardinals back up by 7, 39-32. Casey Jekyll in the basketball game with 10. Maves with the basketball, top of the key, left baseline to Wunderlich, back to Maves, playing catch on the left-hand side, 1:40 left to go, third quarter. Wunderlich now, top of the key for Bauer, and the Lightning swing it around today on the right wing about 20 feet out. Looking for Maves, cutting down the lane. Now Maves on the baseline, left-hand side to Hippus, back to Maves, guarded by Koenigs. Inside to Bauer, backs his way in, shot blocked by Jekyll. Rejected by Casey down low. Here's Koenigs, back to Jekyll on the baseline, right-hand side. Quickly back to Koenigs, leans in for 3. Front of the rim, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, last touch by Schrum. Going for the rebound on the baseline. Ryan Brown, a 6'3 senior, will replace Wunderlich for the Lightning with 1:09 left to go, third quarter. Cardinals by 7.
Yeah, and again, they're just kind of hanging close to Fond du Lac. The Cardinals, when it looks like they're going to pull away, Appleton North gets a couple of shots and keeps this thing close. But really, Fond du Lac, you know, I guess looking at it from up here in the stands, if I'd have to say anything, the Cardinals just kind of slow with their offensive ball movement.
Bauer into the front court to Maves. 10 points for Jekyll, 10 for Dan Schrum. Free throw line jump shot on the way for Bauer, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Cardinals, so the Lightning will reload. A total of 11 for Drew Diener, so Diener's got 11. Jekyll and Schrum have got 10 for Fond du Lac. Again, good balanced scoring for the Redbirds. Inbound to Maves on the baseline, top of the key for Brown. Left-hand side, Nick Day, free throw line to Hippus. Hippus to Brown on the right-hand side. Drew Diener's on him, back out top for Day. Looks for the 3, doesn't take it. Dan Schrum with a hand in his face. Back out top for Maves, between the circles about 35 feet out. Near the midcourt stripe. Now right-hand side for Brown. They swing it around to Day on the left wing. Down low on the baseline to Maves. Pump fake. Puts the shot up, no good. Offensive rebound off the front of the rim, and it drops in. It's good. Maves with the bucket. Maves has got, 12 points tonight? 39-34. Again, North to within 5 with 17 seconds and counting in this third quarter. Casey Jekyll with the basketball to Drew Diener between the circles. 10 seconds left to play. Diener at the top of the key, three-pointer on the way, no good off the side of the rim. Diener with the offensive rebound puts it up and in. The shot is not going to count. There was a foul before the shot against Appleton North. Cardinal coaches wanted the shot to count. Referee waving it off with 3.1 seconds left to play. Cardinals will inbound on the baseline. Referee said the foul came when Drew grabbed the offensive rebound.
I think that was a pretty decent call.
Casey Jekyll at the buzzer from 18 feet, right-hand side. Back of the rim, no good. And that ends the third quarter of play. An evenly played third quarter. Appleton North hanging in there. After 3 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Fond du Lac Goodrich, 39. Appleton North, 34. Back with fourth quarter action in 1 minute.
Take it after this.
Back at Appleton North, Greg Stensland, Tom Biolo, and the Cop, Scott Vandenberg, 39-34 as we go to the fourth quarter of play. Cardinals in the lead by 5. To take us through the rest of this exciting basketball game, Tom Diolo. Tom?
All right, Greg, Appleton North gets it to start the fourth quarter. A shot inside is good by Joe Hippis. And right away to start off the fourth quarter, North is back to within 3, 39-36. Fondy with the basketball. Jekyll, left-hand side. About 22 feet out, dribbles to the middle of the court, then gets it to Schrum, still left-hand side with the basketball. Cross court to Koenigs, about 25 feet out. Koenigs goes to Jekyll, lobs it inside for Rose. It's tipped out of bounds by Appleton North, and Fond du Lac will get it out of bounds.
One observation. An excellent refereed basketball game.
Yeah, Kornhaus and Gutzman have really done a nice job tonight refereeing this game. Jekyll with the basketball, top of the key, left-hand side, Drew for three. Yes, for Drew Diener. A three-point opportunity, good for Drew. 42-36-14 tonight for Diener. North with the basketball. That's a big hoop by Fond du Lac right there. Gives the Cardinals a 6-point breather. North with the basketball. Koenigs guarding man-to-man. Gus Maves, top of the silo. They give it to Nick Day on the right-hand side. Day to Joe Hippis as they swing now left-hand side. Wide open inside. Brian Brower got the lay-in. They are back to within 4, 42-38.
Tom, 6:48 left to play in the basketball game. Diener with that three-pointer. The first three-point bomb for the Cardinals tonight.
Fondy with the basketball. Man-to-man defense by Appleton North. It's been man-to-man all night long by both clubs. Schrum, free throw line extended on the left-hand side. Looking inside for Jekyll. Nothing there. Goes back to Rose, top of the silo. Andy with the basketball. Right back to the left to KC in the Sunshine Band. Jekyll looked like he was going to go baseline. Still has his dribble back out on top to Drew. Swinging on the perimeter now right-hand side. That is Koenigs. Back to the top on the left-hand side. Three-point attempt, no good by Schrum. And then, boy, nobody got to that basketball for a full second. And finally, Joe Hippis got the rebound for Appleton North. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left. Wide open inside. Joe Hippis lays it up and in, and Dick wants a timeout. 5:51 left in the fourth quarter. 42-40 Fond du Lac on your scoreboard. You're listening to High School Hoops on WFDL. We'll take it after Baker. Attaboy, side. We're ready, baby. We were ready, guys. That's okay. Go through this advertisement and then bring it back after this. Five. Quick. All right, we're back in Appleton. The Lightning have drawn to within 2, 42-40. Fondy after a Dick Diener timeout. Jekyll with the basketball, forecourt. Baseline on the right-hand side. Back on the top to Billy Jack Koenigs. Koenigs with it. Left-hand side to Jekyll. Looking inside for Drew. Got it about 14 feet. Baseline drive. Drew is fouled on the play by Gus Maves. Drew made a very nice reverse pivot, Greg, going to the baseline. Maves held him. That's a nice move by Drew Diener to draw the foul.
Well, an excellent spin move, a very quick move for Drew Diener. Maves had no choice but to grab Drew to prevent him from getting the easy layup.
Fondy with a basketball. Koenigs near half court on the inbounds pass from Drew Diener. 5:20 left. It's a 2-point ball game. Cardinals on top, 42-40 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Koenigs cross court, right-hand side. Fondy has it in the forecourt. Drew Diener, left-hand side, dribbles to the baseline. 17-footer, good for Drew Diener. Nice 17-footer from the baseline. Drew with a nice touch, and the Cardinals now lead again by 4, 44-40.
Drew with all 5 Cardinal points in this fourth quarter.
North with a basketball. Right-hand side, they nearly throw it away in the corner. Saved there by Wunderlich. He goes inside, short shot, no good. Casey Jacob with a rebound. Outlet pass to Koenigs, and Fond du Lac will come to the forecourt. Koenigs to Rose, left-hand side, right back to Koenigs. Free throw line, Jekyll down the lane, and Casey puts it to the bottom of the barrel. And the Cardinals stretch the lead to 6, 46-40. 4.5 minutes left here in regulation. North with a basketball. Man-to-man defense for Fond du Lac. Or have they switched to a zone? Fondy looks like they've switched to a zone. Maybe, no, man-to-man. Cardinals, defense, shot on the way, no good. Schrum with a rebound. I thought for a minute they went to that 1-2-2, but they were in the man, and North took a long jump shot, no good. Schrum with another rebound. Quickly, Fondy to the forecourt. Jekyll on the Disney World stripe, right-hand side. Drew Diener, back to Jekyll, right back to Drew. Bomber on the way. Oh, boomerang rim, in and out, no good. And then the outlet pass, stolen away by Drew Diener. He gets it to Andy Rose, 15-footer, no. And then a rebound foul is going to be called on Drew Diener. Boy, Drew's three-pointer, Greg, halfway to the bottom of the barrel, and it came back out. Then Drew got a beautiful steal on the inbounds, got it to Rose, couldn't put it down, and then Drew commits the foul. 3:48 left in the fourth quarter. When we come back after a timeout, Fond du Lac will lead it 46-40 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. You're listening to High School Hoops on WFDL. We'll take it after this. Blue Cross and Blue Shield after this.
Cardinals were leading only 42-40 just a minute ago, but they've stretched their lead now to half a dozen. Very important part of this basketball game now with 3:45 left to play.
North with a basketball after a timeout, top of the key, straight up. That's Brian Brower with it. He goes left-hand side into the corner on the right to Adam Wunderlich. Wunderlich teamed there, or guarded there by Andy Rose. Back out on top, open three, no good. Drew Diener with a nice rebound. Boy, Drew flew from the free throw line quickly to get that rebound for Fond du Lac. And Drew walks it up left-hand side, right to left on your sundial, 97.7 FM WFDL. Cardinals with a basketball. It's Jekyll, Schrum, Diener, Koenigs, and Rose out there right now for the Redbirds.
See if the Cardinals try to run some clock here, leading by 6 with 3 minutes left to play.
Koenigs left-hand side to Jekyll, about 23 feet out, stops at the free throw line, extended right in front of the Cardinal bench. Jekyll gets it back near half court to Schrum. Cross court right-hand side to Mike Koenigs, and the Cardinals are running some clock here. Man-to-man defense for North. Rose, top of the silo, right-hand side to Jekyll. He quickly gives it to Koenigs. Left-hand side, backs it up near half court, and the Cardinals run even more clock. Down to 2 minutes and 37 seconds in the fourth quarter. Fondy leads 46-40. Trying to preserve this 6-point lead. Drew near half court, goes into the corner on the left to Jekyll. He'll drive into the lane, 14-footer. No, he dished it off to Drew Diener, who was wide open, and Drew got the bunny. A beautiful toss by Jekyll inside to Drew for the deuce. 48-40 Fond du Lac. Boy, that was a great job by Casey Jekyll.
And a great job by the Cardinals, running about a minute off of the clock, Tom, before getting the basket.
And now a foul on Mike Koenigs in the forecourt. That's only the third team foul on Fond du Lac. Appleton North with only 3 fouls. You're listening to high school basketball tonight on WFDL, Lamira, Fond du Lac, Oshkosh, 9 bells on a Friday night. North with a basketball, into the lane, open shot on the way for Wunderlich, no good. Battle for the rebound, Mike Koenigs comes away with it, double teamed in the backcourt, and then a foul is called in the backcourt on Gus Maves. A good job by Billy Jack Koenigs to get that rebound and then cover up as he was double teamed in the backcourt. Maves commits the reach-in foul.
Boy, hasn't Mike Koenig's been a very important cog in this Cardinal team off the bench offensively, going for rebounds on defense, a very quick player, handles the ball well, really a good, solid player for the Cardinals.
On a night maybe where Corey Higgins is not having his best performance, Koenig has stepped it up and really helped. Good point, Greg. Good call there. And now on an inbounds pass, a quick foul committed on Gus Maves against Appleton North. That's their 5th team foul. I was incorrect. I said Fond du Lac had 3 team fouls. They only have 2 here in the second half. Fondy on the inbounds, quickly to the forecourt, Schrum. Near the top of the key, Schrum is going to be fouled by Adam Wunderlich. And it looks as if with 1:44 left in the game, Appleton North is trying to get to the limit and hope that Fond du Lac maybe will be cold from the free throw line. 6 team fouls on the Lightning. Next one will send the Redbirds in the 1+1. Schrum inbounds into the backcourt to Koenigs. Now steps back to the forecourt and gets it off to Andy Rose. About 30 feet, right-hand side. Rose with a lob pass to Drew near half court. Drew dribbles to the free throw line, and the Cardinals set up the 4 corners, and Mike Koenigs is quickly fouled by Nick Day. And Koenigs will go to the free throw line. And did they call that a intentional? Ooh, an intentional foul called against Appleton North. So Mike Koenigs will have 2 free throws, and Fond du Lac will have the basketball. 1 minute, 31 seconds left here in the ball game. Cardinals lead it by 8 and can add to that lead right here. Koenig's first free throw, no good. He gets a second opportunity. Keep in mind, Fondy will have the basketball at half court on the intentional foul. Koenig's second free throw, a la Kaiser, he missed them both. And so the Cardinals keep the 8-point lead, but get the basketball at half court.
Now you play with Kaiser at the Y. Is he really a poor free throw shooter?
No, he's not. Him and I are both bricklayers, but I'm not going to say a la Biolo. So the Kaiser's really an excellent basketball player, but I know him well enough to tease him a little bit, and he doesn't mind. And now a foul is going to be called on Appleton North. And I'll tell you what, the Appleton North coaches are very close here to drawing a T to the ire of Todd Gutzman. And the foul was called against Appleton North, and Mike Koenigs will go to the free throw line again in the bonus situation. So with 1 minute and 23 seconds left, Koenigs gets a second shot at a free throw. It's on the way, no good. Rebound, Appleton North. Here they come forecourt. Gus Maves will dribble to the free throw line. Right-hand side, Nick Day for 3. It's long. Rebound, Casey Jekyll. Quick outlet pass to Drew Diener. Here comes Fondy. 3-on-2. Drew wisely holds it up, and the Cardinals will go to the half court. And a foul quickly called on Scott Dario, and Casey Jekyll will go to the free throw line. The final bonus tonight, because that's the 9th foul on Appleton North. Their next foul will be their 10th, and Fondy will have 2 automatic shots.
All of a sudden, this game has really slowed down within the last minute. All of the fouls called against Appleton North as the Lightning really tried to force the Cardinals to miss free throws and get the ball back. But trailing by 8 points with only 1 minute and 8 seconds left to play in the basketball game, it's going to be a minor miracle for the Lightning to come back.
Jekyll goes to the free throw line and misses again. North with a basketball. Fondy leads. That's 0 for 4 in the 4th quarter from the line for Fondy. Now a shot in, and a foul is going to be called. Gus Maves with a double clutch shot from inside the free throw line. Beautiful attempt by Mays. It went in, and he was fouled. This game is not over yet. It's 48-42 with 60 seconds left. The foul on Fond du Lac will give Gus Maves a 3-point opportunity. Now substitution, Corey Higgins checks back in. That was the second personal on Mike Koenigs, and so Billy Jack will come out, and Magnum PI comes back in. Maves to the free throw line. He's really been the spark plug for them here this evening offensively. 48-42 on your Mike's Music scoreboard. Maves with 14, make that 15 as his free throw is good. 48-43, exactly 1 minute remaining here in this basketball game. Fond du Lac against Appleton North from Appleton. Higgins trying to inbound, does get it to Schrum. in the backcourt. Schrum will now dribble it up. Stops near half court, still in the backcourt. Higgins with it. They've got 3 seconds. They just get it near the half court line, and then a foul called on Appleton North. Greg, they had 1.2 seconds to get it to the forecourt, did Fond du Lac, and then Appleton North committed a foul. And well, I'll tell you what, I would have gambled and see if Fond du Lac could have got it to the forecourt if I was Appleton North, because they brought it in with exactly 1 minute left. You look up at the clock, there's 51.2.
Yeah, Appleton North should have let Corey Higgins try to bring the basket. When they had the Cardinals trapped in backcourt for that long, see if you can get the 10-second violation. If he's able to get it across the midcourt line in time, then foul him. But North, well, they might have had a turnover on the 10-second violation.
And Higgins makes the first free throw here in the fourth quarter. 49-43, 1 for 5 from the 15-foot freebie line. For the Redbirds, Higgins' second opportunity, good. 50-43, 2 big free throws by the little guy, Magnum P.I. Higgins. North with a basketball. They bring it to the forecourt. Matt Weinberg, right-hand side to Nick Day. Three-pointer, no good, but the rebound is put up and in by Appleton North. Getting the rebound was Brian Brower. He put it up and in, and quickly a timeout on the floor. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On your Mike's Music scoreboard, Fond du Lac 50, Appleton North 45. You're listening to School Hoops on WFDL. We'll take it after Hoppers, please. We'll take it after Hoppers. Coming back to Appleton with a little fix music and Saved by Zero. 40 seconds left, 50-45. Cardinals lead it by 5, and they'll be under full court pressure as Fond du Lac will be inbounding the basketball in the backcourt. Higgins will inbound it. Drew Diener, Dan Schrum, Casey Jekyll, and Andy Rose are out there for the Redbirds. Everybody's in the backcourt. All 10 players in the backcourt right now. Higgins has the baseline, gets it to Drew Diener in the backcourt. He's quickly fouled by Gus Maves, and just a second or so clicks off the clock. Actually a second and a half, 38.6 left. That's the wrong guy to foul, Greg. Drew Diener, an excellent shooter. He goes to the line and he'll have 2.
Cardinals wanted to get the ball inbounded to Drew Diener because they know Appleton North has no choice but to foul immediately if they want to get back in this basketball game.
So with 38 seconds left, Drew goes to the free throw line in the bonus situation. Couple of rhythm dribbles. Drew's first free throw is good. 51-45 Fond du Lac. And Drew Diener will have another opportunity. He's got 19 points tonight thanks to the cop. Second free throw is good. 20 for Drew, and the Cardinals lead it by 7, 52-45. North with the basketball to the forecourt. Three-pointer quickly up and in for Matt Weinberg. He came to the forecourt and quickly put up a three-pointer from the left-hand side. It went in, and it's now 52-48. Cardinals lead by 4 with 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On your Mike's Music scoreboard, you're listening to high school basketball. Fox Valley Association, Fond du Lac by 4 over Appleton North, and you're listening to WFDL. Uh-oh.
Has played this final minute and 45 seconds perfect.
Okay, Todd, I think this is quite a long commercial. This is quite a long, so bring it right after the commercial. I guess just forget the music at the end and bring it to us right away. That was my fault for taking too long. Again, we'll take it right after the spot. As we come back to Appleton North, Fond du Lac inbounds in the backcourt, nearly stolen away by Appleton North, but the Cardinals retain possession. Drew Diener to the forecourt, and a foul is called as Fond du Lac nearly threw it away, a near steal by the Lightning in the backcourt, but Drew then got possession of the basketball, got to half court, and he was fouled. Greg, that was a near disaster for the Redbirds as Fond du Lac got it inbounds. The ball was loose momentarily on the floor, but Drew got to it, dribbled up, and was fouled at half court.
Big heads-up play by the Cardinals. It looked like Appleton North was going to get the steal and the easy layup. The ball was loose right inside the paint, and it looked like there were two North players right around the basketball. They couldn't get to it quickly enough. Cardinals were able to pick it up, and Drew Diener was fouled. He'll go to the free throw line for two, but that would have been a two-point ball game.
Drew's free throw with 24 seconds left. In and out, no good. The score remains 52-48 Fond du Lac. 24 seconds remaining. North has kept it close throughout most of the ball game. Drew's second free throw is good. It's a 5-point Redbird lead, 53-48. North with a basketball. Here comes Maves. Forecourt, long jump shot, no good. Schrum with a rebound. He's going to be quickly fouled by Matt Weinberg, and now you would have to say some breathing room. The Cardinals lead at 53-48 with just 17 seconds left, Greg, and Fondy's Dan Schrum headed to the free throw line again, two opportunities.
In this very interesting last minute and a half, or a minute and 45 seconds of this basketball game, with Appleton North constantly fouling the Cardinals to try to get back into this basketball game. Now Schrum can finally put the nail in the coffin and seal a Cardinals victory here.
Schrum's first free throw is good. Couple of rhythm dribbles on his second. It's on the way. It's good. 55-48 Fond du Lac. North will quickly bring it to the forecourt. Down the lane, Matt Weinberg back on top to Nick Day. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound by Day. His shot is on the way, no good. Rebound by Appleton North, and then they turn it over as Scott Dario stepped on the baseline, and this one is in the books for Fond du Lac. Cardinals inbound in the backcourt. North will not foul, and that will be the basketball game. Final score on your Mike's Music scoreboard. The Fond du Lac Cardinals win it 55-48 over Appleton North. We will come back with the post-game show after these timeouts. Thanks, bud. Nice job. Yeah.